to do all we can to get her elected. And immediately I saw how strongly principled she was. Her integrity was all over her. The one for Iowa. And so we still have 20 days. Think about who you know, or who maybe your grown kids know, who may not be inclined to vote, or who have little kids and their day's going to go crazy on election day, and they just have to get out there and vote before the car can go wrong. They may end up in the ER. Something can blow their
interest, as Cindy has said, and it has gotten totally out of hand in that respect. It really has. And we need a Congress, I'll say Democratic majority, but there'll be some Republicans, not the one running against her, who, we're actually asked by their governor, or whoever puts you in charge of this, that they're supposed to streamline the government, make it more efficient, save money. I mean, that's incredible. I wish I was running on that platform. I think that's the greatest thing in the world. But have come here to Iowa for Cindy and some of the other candidates. I'm going to be with Dave tomorrow.
Oh.
He's coming to Des Moines too, but he represents like Davenport, I guess,
Yep.
right? So Dave Lopezak. So I've never seen a leadership in the House of Representatives and in the Senate as well. I'm not even going to talk about the president now. In the House and the Senate, that have so little concern about the average American. They just don't seem to care. And even if
those of you that don't know me, I'm a fifth-generation Iowan. I grew up on the southeast side of Des Moines. I live over in West Des Moines now, and my mom is from a farm in this district just outside of because when everybody does well, then our community thrives. And they also told us to stand up for what's right and to fight back against injustice, even when it means standing up to someone more powerful. So it's really how I've tried to live my life. It's why I went to work. I got busy because I think that our public school system should be the great equalizer. And when I see an injustice being done to our children, you got to stand up. And now it's why I'm running for Congress, because right now nobody in Washington is looking out for our corner. Structures and resources in place behind policy to make sure that we actually can ensure that those performance outcomes we're trying to achieve from that policy can actually be accomplished. And so having that back-end understanding of all of that, having to find the democratic values are Iowa values. Those Iowa values are our country's values. I mean, it's about standing up for people. It's about making sure we bring opportunity to those in our most vulnerable communities and give them opportunity for growth, bringing good paying jobs to the areas where we need them, ensuring that quality health care is there, finding ways to work with our communities to raise up families in areas that don't have as much opportunity. It's why I'm working with people like Representative Akeo Abdul Samad here, who's on the north side of town where they have limited opportunity, and talking about how we can bring jobs there. We're talking about things like work hubs, aquaponics. These are things that we can bring to the north side of town where people can actually have jobs. We talked about an aquaponics farm and where we could, have grow fish and sell them locally and sell them to local markets and restaurants and create jobs in that area. And by the way,
you can grow
bring
fish
in
and
food.
lettuce. Fish and lettuce in the same.
Oh. And not just for our farmers, but for our downstream economies as well. Our banks have already stopped loaning as much in a lot of our rural communities. Our implement dealers aren't taking in as many orders. So this is going to be a big impact for us. So agriculture, and I would love to say trade, they don't want aid. Our farmers are proud, just like the rest of us hardworking Iowans. They want to do their job. And so they are feeling those impacts. They aren't able to prepare for next year the way that they would like to. Because they don't know really what their future is. Absolutely make sure that we raise up wages and bring in good paying jobs, a choice that will protect our seniors, our union workers, and by the way, a choice that will make sure that our women are heard and they've got every opportunity to stand up and be safe in our community. About 30 years working from one politician to another, and unfortunately he's really mired in the ways of Washington, and so the decisions that he's making are hurting hardworking Iowa families. He's taken hundreds of thousands of dollars from corporations